Getting a quality education in the U.S. today is proving more challenging for many parents, even with the billions of taxpayer dollars thrown into the education coffers. With little to no school choice and a seeming greater interest in future pensions among some responsible for educating America's youth, finding the right school to entrust with educating your son or daughter can be difficult. Now imagine what it must be like for the more than 7 million school-age children with special needs.
I grew up in a private school. I had gotten into some trouble because peer pressure is one of the most influential pressures growing up, especially in the neighborhood I grew up in. I had two good adoptive parents that stuck with me through the whole way. To make a long story short, there was a PINS petition put on me, my back was to the wall, and I was mandated to come to one of these facilities. I went there for about 2 years and actually made it out, got a good education, and came back and worked in the same facility I grew up in. One way I could summarize the emotion that I have for St. Christopher's for the parents is, we're amazing. We put shows on, we get kids to come out of their shells, to sing, to perform, to dance, to read poetry. We like to see the kids get it in with each other. Let me explain what get it in means. Get it in means become themselves. Create their own lane. We want kids to actually branch out from the things that they thought that they couldn't do and achieve the goals that they thought that they couldn't reach.
When I came, I was very at risk, like most of the kids that come here are. And St. Christopher's saved my life. Like, I owe everything to this place. I'm gonna graduate with an advanced Regents diploma. I'm gonna go off to college and all of that. I didn't see that before I got here. I didn't see that in my future at all.
Currently at St. Christopher's, we have 250 students living on 3 different campuses, each with a special mission on each of the campuses. However, our overall goal is to help students who have experienced nothing but educational failure to, for the first time, become successful educationally. However, in order to do that, we have to give them a great clinical milieu. We have to give them exceptional residential care, a spiritual guidance, recreation, but with a purpose. So when we wrap all that around together, that helps our students break from the cycle of failure, which put them at St. Christopher's in the first place.
Greenburgh North Castle Union Free School District is one of New York State's 10 Special Act public school districts. The approach to educating students with special needs here is based on an abiding respect for each student's individuality and potential. In order to achieve the best results for each resident student, St. Christopher's and the GNC Union Free School District work together closely to ensure continuous coordination between school personnel and the professionals providing residential, medical, clinical, and social services. With a graduation rate in excess of 80%, educators around the country are taking notice of this educational model.
All of the students that we have here, especially the 250 that live with us residentially, have given up on school, have given up on themselves, and in many cases given up on life. We want to give them that last chance to really be successful. The 80% graduation rate, while it's a great figure, isn't as important as the whole child, which is really a young adult, that leaves us when they graduate and get their first job or go off to college, as many of our students do.
The approach that we use is a holistic approach. It is one that realizes that the total kid's life, both home life, life here on the campus, life in the academic facility, as well as their social development is what is important. And you cannot separate the 3 out. So what our approach is that we use a holistic approach to look at this blooming flower and say we've got to make sure that everything is in place and that the expectation level is high enough that the kid then starts to aspire. All motivation is external until it can be internalized. And we realize that from day one. And so a plan is to help the kid internalize what their desires and needs are. Create a passion, if you will. Nothing great is ever accomplished without that passion. So your staff has to have it so that the environment is now your fertile soil for this kid's growth.
I love this place and everything that the people here have done for me and everything that it's helped me do for myself. It's really just an amazing place to be.
To learn more about St. Christopher's, visit their website at www.sc1881.org or call 914-693-3030.